Hi, I'm Kevin Rutherford. Welcome to RG's Talent Tips. Today I'm going to show you how to improve team dynamics and performance. As a leader, I'm sure you've noticed how much emphasis is being placed on team development these days, whether it be self-directed work groups or participative teams. And no matter what the labels that are used, the message is loud and clear. Today's leader must be able to facilitate team involvement. I want to share with you a leadership exercise that I started using with my teams after reading a famous quote by Zig Ziglar. The quote was, "We all need a daily checkup from the neck up to avoid stinkin thinkin, which ultimately leads to hardening of the attitudes." Right? I love that phrase, not just because it's classic Zig Ziglar, because it really is true. If you want a different result, you have to try a different approach. And I find it's a common trap that individuals and teams fall into. Why? Because we're human, and humans are creatures of routine. For most of us, it is challenging to try and do things differently rather than to, quite frankly, just complain about it. So today I'm going to share a simple way to get everyone involved in making the team, and by default, each individual better. So let's dive right in. One of the secrets of team effectiveness is the ability to have all team members critique their progress. In essence, to kind of make judgments on how well they're doing. However, it's not going to happen by accident. Consider the role that critique has played in your past work experience. Unfortunately, the scenario that I see play out all too often looks something like this. A project gets derailed, something goes wrong, performances are reviewed, previous decisions are analyzed, evaluations are made, people and actions are criticized, and all of the attention is directed at what went wrong. The focus is always, almost always, on the product rather than the process. Equally positive, productive performances, those small incremental wins that we usually get, can be buried under tons of accusations, barrages of finger pointing, and sometimes analysis paralysis. But even worse, projects that go well are also taken for granted. Exemplary performance is often ignored. Extra unsolicited efforts are unappreciated, or even worse, ridiculed. Positive communication is snuffed out. Cooperation and loyalty, they go unrewarded. A checkup from the neck up is a strategy that you and your team can use to grow. As a bonus, your facilitative leadership skill can prosper too. So here's my tip. Following every completed project, meeting, or performance evaluation period, have each team member evaluate the team's involvement. Now, I've provided a downloadable questionnaire that we use with clients that may also help you uncover team and interaction involvement. It's short, it's only 10 questions. But if undertaken, will give you good insights into how the team is doing and, more importantly, feeling about their work. So hit the pause button right now and download the checklist. Read over it before you restart the video again. Keep it handy to you as you review for us to go forward. Now that you've got the questionnaire in your hands, let's pick back up where we left off. Start by giving each team member the questionnaire. Then have them provide a rating for each question on a scale of 1 for very low to 5 for very high. Equally, they must also provide their opinions on 2 items. 1, what are the team's biggest strengths? And 2, what suggestions do they have to improve the team's effectiveness? Now, that last one's tough because a great way to sometimes stop that blame game on the second item is to make it future focused. And here I use Marshall Goldsmith's Feed Forward framework. Have everyone begin their suggestions on how to improve the team with the phrase, "Going forward, we should," or "In the future, we should," or "Next time, we should." Everything is about the future, not about the past. It makes suggestions less threatening to individuals and more inclusive for the group as a whole. Once everyone has had an opportunity to offer his or her critique, pool the results and discuss team perceptions openly and honestly. No judgments here on your part. Because remember, perception is reality in the mind of the perceiver. Now, quite frankly, initially you may want to allow team members to share their critique anonymously in the beginning. Once appropriate levels of trust and honesty are developed, you will want to encourage open sharing of thoughts. This kind of feedback can galvanize a team. It can build phenomenal rapport, punctuate positive interpersonal relationship development, and inspire the group to create unbridled loyalty and commitment. As your team develops, you may want to redesign how you do business. I strongly encourage you to also ask for specific feedback on your leadership ability, what you're doing well that the group likes, and then the things that you can improve on. Those are critical questions. Asking for kind of a no-holds-barred feedback can be a bit frightening, but just remember to have them use Marshall's feed-forward language. Although this routine checkup from the neck up may seem a bit pie in the sky, it is serious business and necessary if you want to ensure sustained productivity, loyalty, and organizational health. Being openly transparent on how the team can improve its collaborative efforts is key to creating a sustainable high-performance workforce. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something that you can apply right away. If you did and want more, please subscribe to our channel below and check out our website for even more content, handouts, and free tools that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. Until next time.